Hi, I'm Daniel Fremgen, and this is Acquisition Expedition. This is a spatial strategy game that'll take 2 to 5 players, about an hour to play, and it is a very crunchy mid-weight strategy game that has a fun little element of fear underneath it, as well as a lot of really satisfying puzzles that are going to keep players focused on what everybody's doing and keeping them very engaged and not just in their own little space. And their own little space is this backpack that's going to start off empty. And as you pick up tokens, you get to place them wherever, however you want, any orientation, whatever side you want. But once they get placed there, they stay there. And they are going to take up space in ways that becomes very frustrating later in the game. And the way you win this game is whoever has the most points wins, and you get points by picking up treasures at these ruins. Now you're archaeologists, they're trying to recover these treasures before they can get looted. And there are 2 things that you have to do to get to these ruins. One, there has to be a clear path, meaning there's no more food tokens on top of these ruin cards. And you have to have the right tokens to be able to pay for this card. So if I have the right tokens, I can go ahead and pay this, exchange, pick up the points, and I'm going to put this little treasure token in my pack. So you can see that over the course of the game, the points I pick up are going to take up space, and I'm going to have less and less space to work with. Now, how do you actually do all this? So the action selection is all on this board. It's just 6 actions that you pick, and you get to pick 1 to 2 actions per turn. And the way you select an action is that you will move your token to a space, and you will do that action. Now, it's not like a typical worker placement game. If there is somebody in this space and you want to use that action, well, you can do that, but whenever you swap places with another player, you immediately give them the chance to use that action you move them to. So this board doesn't have a lot of extra space. Space gets very tight, just like in your backpack. And what happens is players are constantly getting out of turn actions, and you kind of have to weigh whether or not it's a good idea to give your opponent a free action for whatever it is that you really need to do to score your points. And this keeps people engaged, and you're not just waiting for your turn to roll around. You'll notice that these backpacks are going to get filled up, and you're going to start running out of space. And that becomes a problem because you need these blue food tokens to be able to get to these ruin cards. And that's where the heart of the puzzle is trying to manage this space. And there's another thing I haven't even mentioned yet, is that there's always an element of tension and fear out on this board, because underneath these cards, the last place player gets to place this little card that's like a cursed relic. And whoever is so unfortunate as to pick up a ruin card with one of those underneath it, they are going to have to take these 3 cursed relics into their backpack. And these don't give you any points, they just eat up space, and it's very annoying. And it's this extra bit of fear and uncertainty in a very strategic game that makes it, that just sort of brings a lot of tension and fun tension to it. And that's pretty much it. This is a very easy to teach game, easy to set up. You would probably just have to look at these actions and you'd be good to go just based on watching this video. Component count is pretty low. It's just pretty simple to get into, but as soon as you're in the game, it just becomes a very thinky, crunchy puzzle. And that is Acquisition Expedition. Thanks.